Hello, everyone. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Welcome to another scene of Living World of Darkness, Changeling venue. We start the scene off with uh, Terry, who is making her way from the Bronx after she did done some, just some chores at the Mariner, and is now making her way over to the library because she wants to look up a few things, look into some stuff, and the only library that she kind of feels comfortable at, she does not like books, is the library in Staten Island, which sure is a bit away. I'm sure, or Terry is sure that there's a library in the Bronx as well, but she's never been there, and well, you know, at least she knows the one in Staten Island. So she's making her way over to the Library of Geneva and will head in. Uh, Starts up looking up some books and it greets a couple of people that she's seen before. Probably greets Geneva as well, and just picks up a book and brings it to like one of those general areas where you can look through the books or sit and read and things like that.
In one of those sitting and reading corners is a man she's never seen before. It's an autumn she who seems to be slightly out of place, as in he doesn't, he's not shown to be clad very well. He's more of shabby instead of the normal acquire of shiny and immaculate.
Uh, well, Terry doesn't really. She's not very good with nobles, so seeing a she there, she kind of eyes him, then looks back at her book, then eyes him again because Terry is a curious creature, and this is a face that she hasn't seen before, and as she dressed so well badly, kind of stands out in a way. So she's curious, but doesn't immediately engage in conversation because, well, first of all, this guy's reading, and second of all, it's still a she, still a noble. But she definitely eyes him as Terry is a known face in Changeling society, and she has seen a lot of people, and this one she hasn't seen yet.
As she is staring up at him, he's used to the stares. Most of the time, he knows that he stands out. He's used to people shunning him or either rather stay out of his way. But as her eyes keep piercing him again and again, he eventually looks up as she looks up, and he asks, "Is there something I can do for you?"
Um, Absolutely. I was just kind of wondering what your favorite color is because it seems to be white.
Hmm. Yes, that must be the brightness still left. I'm hoping it will die down soon. I recently came back, so that's what you'll probably be seeing. And to answer your question, favorite color is blue.
Huh. From the seas?
No,
Oh, oh, that's a shame. So,
no more. I am
the
not
re-
more of a sea. I'm more of a river kind of blue. A little bit more darker.
um, I mean, I like rivers. Rivers are cool. So you're new.
Yeah, again.
Cool. Always nice to meet new face to meet new faces. Meet new faces. Yeah.
That takes that you're not new.
Not as much, although still pretty new compared to most here. I've been around for a little over a year now. Um, but yeah. Hi, I'm Terry.
Tarragon,
As you know,
nice to meet you.
she'll stretch out her hand.
He'll take the hand and yeah, greet like a commoner. He does not demand any sort of etiquettes. He just gives you a hand like any other person. Mostly not she
I
though.
mean, that doesn't immediately say a lot, although it's kind of weird that this is a she who is like so casual. So Terry kind of raises an eyebrow, says, "You're Tarragon." I'm Terry. Oh God, Ryder's gonna have a field day with this.
He snickers at that. Well, I'm sure I'll have something to write about.
Yeah, I mean, you probably don't want to be seen with me, so
Why would
you're like a she, right?
why wouldn't I want to?
I mean, I'm pretty sure your noble friends will warn you about me soon enough.
Mm. I think your noble friends will do exactly the same about me.
What makes you think I have any noble friends? Do I look like a noble? Please.
Well, it's not about how you look, but how you present yourself.
Are you saying I present myself as a noble? Please don't insult me.
No, I don't say that. I'm just saying that everyone, if presenting himself right, could be considered noble. Not a
Huh,
noble, but noble.
huh. Fair enough, I guess. Uh, but no, I'm not any kind of noble. Thank gods. I'm just Terry. Just a puka bartender. You know?
I figured as much since there's some discrepancy in your visage. Otter, did you say it was, right?
I didn't say that. You got a keen eye.
I tried to have one.
Must be the fish stuck between my teeth, isn't it? There's, by the way, no fish in between her teeth, of course.
He knows.
But
That's why he's laughing. So bartender, you say?
so, yeah, run the best place in the Bronx, the Mariner.
Mariner.
You know, yeah, you don't like anything too fancy and high up. I mean, pretty sure that's more of your liking anyway. But in that case, you should go to oh, what's that place again? Like Squire Anurin's place. I mean, he's all about the fancy stuff. I just have the cool stuff. Best
Beer.
bar in the Bronx.
Right.
I got some craft beers. I tend to mix some shots if you're interested. I have a nice, decent collection of scotch and things like that. But it's more about ambience, you know. The Mariner's cozy.
Right. I like that.
I like I said, I'm pretty sure your fancy noble friends will warn you about the Mariner as well.
Then why don't I make myself the talk of the town? I would like to see this Mariner place.
Okay, well, we're not open yet, and that's like I open in a few hours.
I'll see if I can make it. Unless Detlef would like to talk to me.
Detlef.
Yes, my cousin.
Oh, oh, he's your cousin. Oh, that's cool. I mean, I guess you don't think it's cool, but I think it is.
And
I
what?
mean, only talked to him once, but cool guy. Yeah. I mean, you should invite him over. He, like I already did once, but he hasn't shown up yet. So, maybe the guys can visit together at some point.
Maybe I'll do that.
Yeah. I mean, if he's worried about my rep, that's no issue. Like, I don't think I can sink much lower.
That's exactly the heck I was thinking.
Oh, gee, thanks.
No, about myself, I would never say that you should sink. I'm sure you could swim.
Yeah. I mean, I haven't had any formal training in it. I'm not an Olympic champion. I can, I'm decent, I can float. But, what do you mean with, you can't sink any deeper? What's that?
It simply means that there are many stations in life you can pass. And I think I've seen a lot of them.
Almost makes you wonder if the puka is around here. Oh, fine, keep your secrets. So, how you enjoy New York so far?
It is a strange place. It changed a lot. A
I
lot of
mean,
a lot of
it's the city
banality
that never
around here,
sleeps.
and still so banal.
I mean, I think it depends on where you look.
Now, how would you look at this banal city?
I mean, if you look at the city as a whole, sure, people go to their work, they do their 9 to 5 things, then they go home, they eat, they drink, they sleep, they continue the same pattern all over again. It's not in those people that you need to look. It's in the uniqueness of people, the moments that they decide to come out and be themselves and step out of that 9 to 5 life, like that flesh suit of always doing the same over and over and over again. There's a lot of creativity in New York. I just find it in not in the common man working in Manhattan or even in like places such as Queens, Brooklyn, or Bronx, or probably Staten Island here. It's the little people that you have to watch. Those who creatively arrange a tiny apartment in Manhattan so that they will have all the space they need simply by how they design their house. It's in the artists on the streets. It is in the tourists that gape up at the skyscrapers, wondering if how it would feel to fly above the clouds. It's in those kind of things. There's plenty to see here. You just have to know where to look.
I guess you're right.
I'm always right.
And you're always a puka.
I mean, from time to time, I like to be a knocker, but so far I've only had limited success at fucking up my creations. They tend to be rather successful.
In that I have no doubt.
You know what? You drop by the bar. I'll make you a drink. Tell me your taste, and I'll provide you something. I swear you'll have a good experience. Promise.
Well, now, how can I deny a beautiful invitation like that? I'll take you up on your offer.
Cool. So you said you arrived here recently. Have you been like you mean you just came from another city, or you're like new and new?
New, 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 new.
Huh?
And old, but
I mean, we're all new and old.
exactly.
That's the thing. Well, I mean that's not entirely true. Some people can be old and old, or new and new, but that's complicated stuff, I suppose.
It is.
So you met a lot of people yet? I mean,
Not a
surely you
lot,
met Geneva,
but I've met
else you wouldn't
some
be
people.
here. Cool. I so I take it you at least met Geneva and Detlef.
Yes, of course. I did. I also met Dame Donna.
Oh, my condolences. Nah, I mean Donna is okay. Like, don't get me wrong. It's
You're not fond of owls?
I mean it's not even that. They can fly like they should. I guess we have sort of a rocky relationship. I mean, I'm pretty sure that you'll hear it at some point because she can't shut up about it. So, whatever. Nah, she's alright. Like, there are worse people to hang with.
But
But we have our history.
I love history.
I don't. I prefer to look at the future.
Ah,
Donna loves history as well.
you don't think Donna likes to look back at look at the future?
I mean, I think she just likes to look at things a lot, over and over and over again. The thing with the future is you can't really look over and over and over again at them, but you can look over and over and over at the past.
Right.
But hey, don't get me wrong. Like, she got me out of a few tight spots, and I hope to say that I did the same. I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure that won't be the case. But she's all right. Like, if you need someone to help you out, chances are you go to her, you'll get help.
You're not that helpful, according to you?
Me? Never. Seriously. No. I look out for myself mostly.
That's unfortunate.
What can I say? I'm an unfortunate individual.
That's for other people to judge.
Well, I'm pretty sure that's the opinion of other people. Depending on most. Nah. Why? Do you require someone to look out for you? Or help you in some way?
Not yet, but I'm sure moments will arise.
Yeah, don't they always?
Exactly.
I mean, As far as I know, if you're looking at adventure, this is not a wrong place to be in.
Either I'm looking for adventure or adventure is looking for me. Is that what you're saying?
Well, I say in both cases you're probably fine in New York, whichever has your preference. So it might just be better to go look for adventure because at least that way you can sort of choose which adventure you fall into.
Traps. Oh boy.
I mean, aren't there always? Like, you want to go to the left, but suddenly something from the right grabs you and drags you into their fucking bullshit schemes.
Mm. I'm not useful for any scheming anymore, I suppose.
I'm pretty sure they'll find a way to make you useful here.
We'll have to see about that.
You know,
So you could name names of people that are schemers around here?
I wouldn't know where to start.
Then
Like
start in the middle.
most people here are dead honest. Like I've not met a single soul who hasn't have who has like a double motive or just doesn't happen here. It's quite liberating to see how honest everyone is.
I'll keep that in mind.
But you probably want to watch out for Manhattan and nobles. Combination nobles and Manhattan. Mostly nobles.
I'll keep a watchful eye nonetheless.
I mean,
Some
but
things
you
never
are
change,
a
I suppose.
noble,
Sorry?
right? You are a noble, right? Like
No.
you're a she.
Yeah, that is true. I am an autumn she. But to the class nobility I belong no more.
I was already wondering why you mentioned that love as part of your family.
Why wouldn't I? Isn't that the truth?
I mean, I'm pretty sure if you'd ask his family, those who are still nobles, that they might not be so eager to announce their relationship with him.
Then they're missing on a wonderful man.
I mean, I tend to agree, but I
Do
don't
you?
know the man that well. Look, as I said, I don't give much of a shit about past.
Oh well. The past is what keeps tongues wagging when I'm around most of the time. So the
Why
past
that
is what
bad?
I have to do with. Sorry?
That bad?
Oh yes, of course. People never know when to stop, but
Well, if I'm gonna hear it anyway, you might as well tell me.
I know, but I want the story to come out truthfully and not emblemished by your beautiful puka tongue.
You think I'd be the one spreading the rumors?
No, not rumors. I think your story will be colorful.
You'd need an issue for a colorful story.
I'm sure you're right. But I'll wait until I start the mill of talk just a little bit.
Uh,
Don't worry. I'm sure you'll have more questions later.
Pretty sure.
Oh, yes.
But,
But I can promise you, whenever you want more details when you hear a story, you're always welcome to get more truth.
well, I just heard a story about a she that calls himself a commoner. I was wondering what it's about.
The only she that can refer to himself as a commoner is a commoner,
Unless she is lying.
unless lies are told. But then you have to ask why would someone call himself a commoner? Wouldn't be calling himself a lord be more fruitful?
I mean, absolutely. Especially if you would want to, I don't know, find out stuff about commoners. It would be a terribly bad idea to pose as a commoner, I suppose.
It would also be a terrible idea to pose as a lord. They tend
That's
to
why I would never do such a thing.
smart puka.
Thanks. Well, since you don't really
Anyway,
feel up for a story,
well, I was actually hoping to hear a story from you.
a story from me.
Yes, I'm sure you can tell a colorful one.
You already asked that, and I already told you. For stories, you need Eshu, not Puka.
I know what I need. And what I need is a story. I didn't say that the story needed to be full of truths. Maybe a story that brings a smile to my face is more to my liking.
There once was a hare who lived in the dreaming, who was king of the animals of the part where he lived in. And I came there, and I stole his crown by winning in a race.
The she rubs his temples and is giving you the face like, yes, I asked for this.
So, what is it you're interested in then?
I think the current political climate.
Oh, you're so asking the wrong person. But, sure. So, uh, New York has five baronies.
Uh huh.
There is Queens, Brooklyn, Staten Island, Manhattan, and the Bronx. There's also Long Island, which is not a barony of New York, but is where all the Tulane are. There's also New Jersey, which is a barony, I believe, as well, but it's not part of New York, so I guess not part of the Countess's rule, which is current Countess is an Lunets called Maven, I think. I mean, pretty sure about her name, not sure about her house. I don't care much. Um, she is a person that, well, if you're talking about people to watch out for, I'd say be very careful about what you say because she has a tendency to use it for her own gain. Um, Let me see. Staten Island was of Geneve's brother. Baron Robbie? I'm not sure. I've never been very involved in Staten. Same with Queens. Brooklyn is Henry, I believe. Oh God, I don't even know, man. Manhattan has an Ailil Baron and Baroness. I've met them a few times from afar. Never really up close, which I'm really glad about. Heard the Baroness is pretty cool with commoners. I don't know much about them. I don't know much about nobility anyway, but you kind of could have guessed that. Bronx has, which is where I live, Baron Demavant of House Gwydion, and of course there's the Flaming Falcon, which is an organization that is, well, most of them are advisors to the barons here. One of them is advisor to the countess. I believe they have an advisor to the king or queen as well. Queen. Um, they're a part of House Gwydion, but we're also sort of separate from them. Uh, they're like uber fancy, dick up your ass pricks, most of them. But they're kind of okay, I guess. I don't like their ideals is nothing really bad or anything. It kind of makes sense, but I feel they're going about it wrong. But you didn't hear that from me. So I guess that's like Maven is not been a countess for very long. Uh, Previous counts kind of got murdered because of a thing with House Baylor, which is sort of like the evil super villain house. Um, then there was a big election war between first the previous Baroness of Manhattan and Baron Demavant of the Bronx. Then Maven came in the picture, and the previous Baroness of Manhattan, got out of the picture, and it went between Demavant and Maven. Maven won, and the story, new countess. Yay! Oh, and there is a knight commander who is of House Halil, Morgan. If you say something that she doesn't like, she'll beat you publicly.
Oh,
Um,
good to know.
mm, yeah, she likes to torture her enemies and put them on stakes. I haven't really heard much of the Parliament of Dreams around here, so I'm not quite sure if they're really active or really that interested in New York. Uh, guess that's most of the important people, at least of the political structure.
Thank you. You've been most helpful.
Huh? That's a first.
Reckon you don't get compliments a lot.
All the time,
Exactly.
especially about my helpful qualities. Um, yeah, well, most political stuff at the moment is all towards like the war. Of course, the big bad lane need to be destroyed.
So it seems.
I mean, sure, I get it. If they're like evil sons of bitches, that's cool, but not quite sure if all of them really are. And then again, that did definitely not come from me, by the way, because then I'll be hanged.
Hung.
Probably by my toes. I really like my toes. No, hanged. Pretty sure they'll make an exception for me and hanged me instead of hung me.
Well, exceptional is what you are.
Totally. Quite unique.
Quite.
But always glad to be of service. That's me, helpful.
Aye. Well, I do appreciate your helpfulness quite much.
So, will you repay my helpfulness with satisfying some curiosity?
Sure, go ahead.
You already know what I'm going to ask.
Yes, of course. I still need you to ask it.
Oof. So, how come she is a commoner then?
Because he's turned into one.
I mean, I didn't even know that was possible.
Oh, here you go.
What kind of naughty mischief you done? Especially since you've only been here for a day.
Ah, it wasn't today.
Okay.
I reckon you don't remember a lot of previous moments in time, lives.
I mean, I remember pretty much everything, but some details might be missing, like you.
Let's just say there was a war a long time ago because of some. Some believe I fought as a she on the wrong side, obviously the losing side of this war.
Okay. Well, that must suck.
I've had better days.
I mean, you're still alive, so I'm also pretty sure you've had worse.
True.
Haha.
I'm glad you can see the positivity out of all of this.
I mean, if you don't see the positive from time to time, then life truly is banal.
Huh, I guess it is then.
I mean, did Monty Python already said it like years ago? Always look on the bright side of life. And she'll whistle, which I will not hurt your ears with at the moment.
Thank you. Since you have your answer, and I'm sure a lot more questions not to be filled today, I am going to see you when the Mariner opens.
Sure. I'll see you when I see you.
Exactly.
It's nice meeting you, Tarragon. I can't shorten that,
Likewise.
because if I would shorten that, it would be Terry. It's problematic.
Yeah, I guess it is.
Sort of, kind of, yeah. Oh well. See you around.
See you around.
And Terry will pick up her books and place them back after, kind of brushing through them as she checks them. Decides that this was not necessarily what she needed, so we'll leave the library again.
All
Besides,
right.
it's been way too long since she had a smoke.
Since you're leaving the library, I'll stick around a little while longer.
Okay, and I guess that will be the moment we will end the scene. Thank you, Play, for playing, and thank you, any watchers, for watching. See you again on Living World of Darkness. Bye.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Bye.